LegacyMax Global presents EnviroMagnetics, new era of magnetic green energy for saving money, growing more food, and reducing pollution through advanced fuel and water conditioning. First, how does magnetic fluid conditioning work? Magnetism excites the electrons in atoms. When magnetic fields are applied to wires, it makes electricity. Essentially, magnetism is the glue of the universe and the foundation of our technological society, running our refrigerators and cars and lights and computers and everything electric. In liquids and gas, the magnetic field energizes their structure so they behave differently. Water is softened and conditioned, and fuel burns better with less emissions. Now, let me introduce EnviroMagnetics Monopolar Superconditioning Technology, the world's most powerful solid-state magnetic fuel and water energizers. First, how was EnviroMagnetics created? After 24 years of successful worldwide applications using the patented Coolidge monopolar breakthrough and millions in research and development with installations in some of the largest corporations in the world, EnviroMagnetics was created in 2009 to improve upon the original technology. Using new powerful magnetic alloys with an advanced flux driver system and a new sophisticated monopolar design, EnviroMagnetics energizers are smaller, more powerful, and easier to install. But what is monopolar treatment? First, the most powerful area of a magnet is at the pole. EnviroMagnetics is especially made sideways, so the pole is its entire monopolar side, which provides much greater power than its bipolar ends, as shown by the stars in the diagram. The true power is shown by the dense lines of magnetic flux energy extending above the surface on each monopolar side. There's a saying about magnetic power. If you want hot water, why would you add cold? A basic example is, since positive energy makes hard water soft, why would you reduce its power by mixing it with negative energy? The lower power just doesn't work as well. Of course, this brings up the question, why do competitors like Softron use the weaker bipolar designs? Because the powerful monopolar treatment was patented. Why is EnviroMagnetics the most powerful magnetic treatment? As shown in the treatment area, the specially designed Flux Driver Plate has extracted and amplified the magnetic field into an extremely dense and powerful flux energy. This creates the greatest amount of power to ensure the system will provide all the benefits quickly and work on every kind of pipe. And that is why EnviroMagnetics is the most powerful solid-state magnetic conditioner in the world. Now, let's look at EnviroMagnetics money-saving products. First, the Air Energizer. Used with the green fuel tabs and the Optimotor conditioner, provides greater fuel savings and greater emissions reductions. The natural gas, propane, and fuel oil super savers provide substantial fuel savings in the home and business. The Hardwater super softener naturally softens hard water without chemicals or energy and dissolves the costly scale buildup in the plumbing and water appliances. The pool and spa energizers provide crystal clear, non-corrosive, soft, silky water with less chemicals and maintenance. And the Garden Super Grower substantially increases plant and vegetable yields with less water. Now let's look at each product. The Air Energizer system, used with the green fuel tabs and the Optimotor engine conditioner, charges the air like a supercharger or turbo and literally bonds more oxygen to the treated fuel, which increases combustion efficiency for more energy output while reducing unburned emissions and particulates. The result is you save more money and reduce more emissions for better air quality. Your engine runs smoother and lasts longer. In diesel engines, the air energizer reduces the particulates, requiring less diesel exhaust fluid, therefore saving you more money. The air energizer clamps on in minutes and it lasts forever, so you can always reinstall it on any new vehicle. Let's just go over this a bit more. The green fuel tabs in the Optimotor give you great fuel savings and great emissions reduction. Add the air energizer and get even greater fuel savings and greater emissions reduction. Here are several examples of how they work. On a gasoline-powered Range Rover, the city fuel economy went from 11 to 14 miles per gallon, a 27% increase with the green fuel tabs and the Optimotor. When the air energizer was added, the city mileage went up to 16 miles per gallon, a further increase of 12% in savings. The highway mileage went from 14 to 16 miles per gallon, which is a 14% increase with the green fuel tabs and the Optimotor. And when the air energizer was installed, the economy went from 16 to 19 miles per gallon, which is a further savings of 18%. The reported total savings with the green fuel tabs, Optimotor, and the air energizer is 30%, which makes almost every third tank of fuel free. That's a lot of savings. Now let's look at the diesel savings. The green fuel tabs in the Optimotor provided over 19% savings. And when the air energizer was applied, the increase went to a full 25%. That's a huge savings on a diesel, and with the exception of the cost of the green fuel tabs, it means that every fourth tank of fuel is free. That is a lot of savings. Now let's look at rocket science and see what magnetism does for fuel. Here are before and after combustion pictures from NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory using magnetic fuel treatment to make their rockets go further on the same amount of fuel. Notice how the normal untreated combustion on the left burns inefficiently, leaving a lot of wasted fuel as dark, unburned emissions. Now look at the treated fuel on the right. It burns much better with fewer emissions and is not wasting a lot of fuel, but it's creating a lot more energy, which saves money while providing much better air quality. Now let's look at the fuel super saver for the home and small business. Based on the same rocket science, the natural gas, propane, and fuel oil super saver saves money and fuel by making the fuel burn better, releasing more heat from less fuel while reducing carbon emissions into the environment. Often paying for itself the first month or so, you can see by the reports and the test data that people are saving a lot of money with the fuel super saver. Once installed, you will enjoy a lifetime of savings for your home or small business. Once you get the super saver, it is recommended that you have your furnace technician come over to your place and adjust the fuel-air ratio for the greatest amount of savings. Now let's look at monopolar hard water softening. Here are electron microscope pictures of hard and soft water crystals. It's important to note that both pictures are exactly the same image size, 1/1,000,000th of a meter. Only the crystals have changed. The test was conducted with hard water treated with the monopolar softener. Both the normal and treated hard water were left to dry on a substrate and then viewed through the microscope. The untreated hard water on the left formed the normal hard calcite crystals, just like the rock scale that builds up in the plumbing, heaters, and water appliances. The treated hard water on the right immediately changed into soft, water-soluble, small aragonite crystals, showing that the EnviroMagnetics system naturally softens hard water. Now let's see what the EnviroMagnetics 2-unit super softener system can save you. Hardwater is very costly. Hardwater scale ruins the plumbing, fixtures, heater, dishwasher, and washing machine. Scale is basically reformed limestone rock. Heating water through scale costs an additional 30 to 60% more energy than a scale-free heater because you have to heat the rock first before the water starts to heat. A family of 4 with a 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch of scale in their water heater can easily spend an additional $700 to $1,500 a year heating through the scale. It's expensive. Hardwater uses more soap, and soap is not free. Here are some of the replacement costs of scale. Water heater elements, $80 to $200. A water heater, $500 to $700. A faucet set, $90 to $150. A dishwasher or washing machine, easily $500 to $1,000. Replacing the scaled plumbing could well be over $3,000. And if you're buying a softener, you're going to pay at least $500 a year in maintenance to run it, and that doesn't include the cost of buying it. With a simple 5-minute installation, the powerful Super Softener will provide a lifetime of chemical-free, naturally soft water while removing all the previous scale buildup. And word to the wise, if you've considered one of the electric softeners that wrap a wire around the pipe, their heavy-duty model doesn't have the power of the Super Softener and cost a lot more. Now let's look at the EnviroMagnetics Pool and Spa Energizer. The Pool and Spa Energizer provides the best conditioning for swimming pools and hot tubs available anywhere. The chemicals are bonded to the water molecules, and the water becomes crystal clear. People report how soft and luxurious the water has become instead of the normal chemical irritation to the skin. Testing by Cranston University in England on bacteria and algae showed that because the bonded sanitizing chemicals like bromine and chlorine do not evaporate as much, they can be reduced 50%, while pH chemicals are almost eliminated once the magnetic effect stabilizes the water. Not only does the water become crystal clear, but any mineral buildup at the waterline disappears. Treat yourself to the wonderful experience of swimming and bathing in EnviroMagnetics healthy structured water. And last but not least, the Garden Super Grower increases plant yields and saves water. Make your flowers bloom like never before and at least double your garden's output. Or you can water your lawn with much less water. Although there is an average 100 to 300% normal increase in growth, you can see how much bigger the onions are or how many more lemons grew with the treated water. Testing shows that vegetables and fruit are completely tasty and genetically perfect. And unless there's a bake oven drought, normally 40% less water is needed because the soil maintains its moisture much longer from energized water. Tests have also shown that sick plants get healthy and vegetables have a 200% increased shelf life. The Garden Super Grower is a wonderful technology for anyone who gardens. It just clamps on your hose and it lasts forever. In closing, thank you so much for your time in sharing the world of green energy technology. It provides tremendous savings in fuel and water and, as an important side benefit, contributes to a cleaner environment, something we can all live with. And unlike most products, the EnviroMagnetics green energy products last forever.